And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video we're going to be discussing all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours, and of course going through why Rangers could be set to land a giant windfall, or cash windfall, in the January, or ahead of the January transfer window. As I said guys, a few bits and pieces to go over. First and foremost, Liam Scales, a Celtic defender, has insisted that Celtic will not fold under the pressure of Rangers' title charge and predicted the Celtic can recover from their slump in form and retain their Premiership trophy come May. Of course, they are currently, Rangers are currently 2 points behind with the game in hand, and of course do take them on New Year's Eve, or just the New Year's match in general. And basically, this is what he has said with regards to Celtic's form and Rangers' sort of resurgence. It's definitely not a complete disaster. It doesn't mean the league is over because we have lost 2 games. It's not good, it's definitely not good, but there have been years where the same has happened and we've gone on to win it. That's what we're really here to do, win the league. We know it all can still be done. It's not a massive disaster, it's a minor blip in the course of the season. Ideally, you don't have a blip at all, but if one is going to come, we have time and we have plenty of games to fix it. We're going to bounce back, we are not going away completely. We've had a couple of bad results, but we know if we win our games, it's that we win our hands. That's it really. We are not going to fold just now. So yeah, basically stating with regards to it, Celtic are currently in a bit of a mess at this moment in time. He is right. Again, Rangers fans may be getting ahead of themselves right now, of course, as we do. We are currently in the resurgence. We're doing really well, winning the cup, getting through to the last 16 of the Europa League. However, there is a long way to go in this sort of Scottish Premiership season, and despite us kind of being the side that we'll go top of the league if we do win our game in hand, a lot of things can change. Of course, there is a whole half a season to play after the January winter break. We've still got 3 Old Firm games to play, so yeah, he does have some sense in talking about what his situation at this moment in time, but of course it is in Rangers' hands as well, and we can still put the pressure on them, and we can make sure that we win all our games and come up with the trumps going forward, especially going into the new year with some new additions, our players coming back as well. We could be a really deadly force as well, and as I stated, I'm feeling confident with Philippe Clement at this moment in time, and do think there will be a title race, but I do think the Blue Side of Glasgow are going to edge it come May, but we'll all see, and we'll find out very soon indeed. As I stated guys, the January transfer window is fast approaching, and already in the sort of 10 days leading up to the window opening, we've seen a fair few players linked. As I said in today's earlier video, we were talking about Fabio Silva, a potential candidate that could join the football club in the striking department. We've also been speaking about Lawrence Shankland a lot lately within the sort of Scottish press. However, at this moment in time, there is no real concrete, except from maybe Fabio Silva. There is no real concrete news at this moment in time with regards to the club actually signing a player yet, but we do know from our manager, our sporting directors, our CEO James Bisgrove, that we are going to be making a dent in this January transfer window one way or another. I do think we'll bring in about 2 or 3 players at a bare minimum, and something that we definitely need to do. And as I said, we have got that sort of reassurance from the manager himself. However, we could be looking to land a bit of a cash windfall going into the January transfer window due to PSV very close to signing Malik Tillman permanently. Now again, I'm not going to bore you with the ins and outs of this deal. Of course you already know about it. It's been well documented back in the summer that of course Bayern Munich decided to pull out the our option to buy Malik Tillman, which I've never seen done in football before. We of course were going to be able to sign him for £5 million. However, Bayern thought, you know what, actually we can get more money for this player, and decided to pull the plug. We were then compensated £1 million for that, and a part of them pulling out of it, we then got 10% sell on for his next sale, and basically reports are stating that he could be close to be making a £14 million move to PSV permanently. He's doing very well at PSV at this moment in time. The Eredivisie side are top of the Dutch league by 10 points. It does look like they could probably win the league for the first time, I think 5 years, I want to go and say. And as I said, currently has 5 goals and 5 assists to his name as well. So yeah, a player that's very, very impressive. I've been speaking to a lot of Feyenoord fans actually, and PSV fans, Ajax fans who have a good understanding of Dutch football, and have said he's actually really, really brilliant and one of the better players in the league, and something that I always seen him doing whilst at Rangers. And I was very sad at the time that we didn't sign the player, but that's just business, unfortunately, and that's just football, the way that we kind of had this player taken out of our grasp. But as I stated, guys, PSV CEO is very certain that they are close to try and get him over the line on a permanent basis by January. This is what their CEO had to say. It is true that there is an option to sign both Malik Tillman and Sergio Dest, and there is an expectation we'll do that with both of them. Fortunately, both of them have indicated that they want to stay at Eindhoven. That is, of course, also very important. As a club, you want you can want anything, but a player is very important in this. You'll first discuss it with the player and the management, but things are going very well with Malik and Serginho. So yeah, basically both of those are looking like they will join PSV permanently, and as I stated, Rangers will get £1.4 million. They want to do this in the January transfer window, according to latest reports. Now, finally, guys, as I stated previous as well, we have got 4 games to go until that sort of January break, and I've stated that the sort of injuries are piling up at this moment in time in the Rangers camp, and I've indicated that I do want to get to January. I do want to get to January to have a stopgap, get our players back, get the new signings in, and have a bit more time on the training pitch as well with Philippe. Of course, we're going to be doing some warm weather training. We're also going to be having a friendly with Copenhagen. But basically, there's a bit of news with regards to John Lundstrom, and that is that he could be out of action until after the winter break. It does look like a serious injury on his regard. Of course, Kemar Roof was another player that picked up another niggle, and again, it's no surprise with Kemar Roof. You can't hang your hat on him. Again, he scores a big important goal against Real Betis, and that summed up his Rangers career entirely. Comes back for 2 or 3 games, scores a goal, and we go, oh well, we've got a good striker here, and then goes missing because he gets onto the injury list once more, and that's the case with Kemar. Again, there should be no conversation about extending his contract come the end of the season. That can't be the case. We can't be having a player on the amount of wages that he's on at this moment in time that currently misses so many games of football. John Lundstrom, again, another player whose contract expires at the end of the season. A player that's really impressed so far, so it is a big blow with regards to Lundstrom being out. However, I do think we should sign Lundstrom to a longer term contract. He will be out to the end of the winter break. But certainly a player that has been reliable on the injury front over his sort of 4-year spell at Rangers. So something we need to watch upon there. But Rangers fans, that's all I've really got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts with regards to the January transfer window. How many players do we need to sign? What do you think of Malik Tillman and us getting this £1.4 million windfall? And of course, do let me know your thoughts with regards to the injuries to Kemar Roof and John Lundstrom down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on our website, including some Christmas ones, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.